you win. Damn, we both wore white shirts today.
No.
That's crazy. Fuck these fools. You get no puff from me.
I know, huh? No check?
Not today. The only thing I think the only thing I showed is like a Modelo. That was it.
Yeah. On the bottle, I think, no. Or not yet.
I
I don't think you even had the label out.
Nah.
Welcome back to another episode of the 2 Peas on a Podcast. Episode number 8. Here we go.
What's up, bro?
We're back. How was the week? How was your week?
That shit was cool, bro. It was fucking hot and shit.
Very
I'm about
hot.
to like upgrade my AC and shit. I'm about to put the window one because I like this one and shit, but like I've had it for a while, like I've had this shit for like 3 years and shit, but
Yeah.
it's not really cutting like the way it used to anymore. And I feel like those window ones are like a lot stronger, you know what I'm saying? Like fucking if I get a window one in here and then like fucking I feel like if it's on an hour it's gonna be like a fucking icicle in this motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's been really bad. Even when I drive here, it's like 20-minute drive, but like I'm all sweaty. I feel like my back starts sweating like just from sitting in the car.
And you always have your AC on, huh?
I always got it on, yeah.
Yeah.
And usually I just kind of hop in the car and sit in the car, let my AC like go on. But now I just like I'll turn on the car, let it like cool up for like 5 minutes, or cool down for like 5 minutes, and then I'll get in the car because I can't get in there because I got like the leather seats in there. So
damn,
it's not real. It's not real genuine seats. It's like the fake ass Amazon ones you put on the aftermarket.
The covers
shit.
and shit.
The aftermarket
Damn.
shit.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
bet.
I don't got that real leather. It's probably made from like some. It's not real. That's all I know.
They're 10s, but you keep them clean, right?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Shit.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, man, it's been fucking hot as fuck. I know everybody's been fucking.
It's hot everywhere though. It's hot in Europe. It's hot in like all over the world right now. It's a heat wave.
Yeah, man. You see, like, there's gonna be like a big flood in California, apparently.
Is there?
Yeah, like they said, it's gonna be like fucking catastrophic, like the amount of fucking rain that's gonna happen. But apparently, it's only in like L.A. County and Orange County or some shit. But I'm pretty sure that it's gonna hit us sooner or later. And I think Las Vegas is flooding right now too.
Oh, I just seen a video of that when the casino was flooding. I was like, was that last week or?
Nah, I think it was like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Then I know it was recent though.
Yeah, they put that shit on the news or some shit. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Because my brother stays out there and he just came down here for the weekend and shit too. And I'm like, bro, I don't know what you're doing over here. I would have went home and shit. My shit flooding and shit. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. That shit's scary.
Was he by the flooding area?
Well, he lives in Las Vegas, so it's in Las Vegas proper. But I don't know. I ain't talked to that fool yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to start a new segment. You know what? Hold on. We haven't hit 100 subscribers yet.
I know. I think we're like 2 away.
I think we're like 1 or 2 away, but we'll get it after this one.
Yeah.
So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. By the way.
Please.
But yeah. So I feel like I want to start a new segment. We try to do this we try to like recommend 3 songs. Like we both recommend 3 each songs of the week that we think like that we've been slapping or that we recommend people or whatever.
Yup.
So you want to go ahead and give your 3?
I'll give you one, and then we can bounce. We can go like back and forth and shit.
Okay, yeah.
Because I just been listening to a lot of old shit lately. I would probably recommend Dub C and shit. If do you listen to Dub C or no? Go back and listen to like Dub C's like early shit. His brother is in like a crew called like Second to None, which is dope as fuck too and shit. But that Shadiest one, there's a song on there called fucking Cheddar and shit. I would recommend that shit. That shit's fire.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got like it's really like, you know what I'm saying, just because like West Side Connection and shit, you know what I'm saying, like that full Mac 10 and like Ice Cube and shit, and like they're always like collaborating, so you'll always hear them on all the records and shit like that. But I don't know, I've been listening to a lot of old shit lately, trying to get like new ideas and all that shit. So if I could recommend that, it would be that for sure. Go check that out.
All right. I'm gonna recommend one right here that I've been listening to a lot recently. It's by Jazzy Shavers. It's the homegirl. It's called Gotta Know. It's an older song she made, but it's super fire.
Fuego.
Yeah, it's like super fire. So that's one I give right there. It's like it's like R&B. It's like an R&B song though. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah, fucking. Also that that Buster Rhymes and shit. I know what you want and shit. You heard that shit before?
Oldies, huh? You're just all the old shit, huh?
Yeah, that shit's so fire. Bro, just listening to all the guitars and shit, and like just how they like process them, and then like how they used to do certain things and shit, you know what I mean? Just because, like, I don't know, like, we're kind of, like, really accustomed to, like, that sound and shit.
Yeah.
So just going back and just be like, all right, like, well, this is how they did it. Did they put a delay on it? Is there, like, a phaser on it? Is there reverb and shit? Just fucking I don't know, just trying to like, hone in on that sound and shit and just get newer ideas and stuff like that. Perks that I don't hear nowadays and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's a dope ass sound. And I don't know, just going back and listen to like a bunch of old shit, bro. Like that shit's fire, but
all right.
Man.
All right, I'm gonna recommend one from one of the homies right here. My guy Banco. Listen to, I would say there's one on there that it's fire. I know you made it, but I'm not gonna say that one. It's called Big Amount.
Big Amount?
Yeah, slap that song. That song's like my favorite one off that album, off the Bank album.
Okay, bet.
That's like my favorite one. I don't know what it is about like that the melody on that beat is fire for me.
Bet. Probably. Man, I don't want to keep giving old school and shit. I'm trying to give you something that I fuck with and shit. There's a song called El Flash and shit. It's by these fools. Like, I don't know how to say this. You gonna pronounce it for me? It's Nivel. What is it?
Which one is it?
Down right there.
Oh, the Codiciado? Codiciado?
Yeah, El Flash. Check that shit out. That shit's a slap, bro. I like.
What
that
is that? What type of music is that?
That's like that new corrido shit, bro. It's all the young dudes and they be talking about
it's
like.
So crazy, man. You listen to that though.
That shit's fire, bro.
I don't know how you fuck with it though.
Well, like fucking, I always like fucking corridos and all that shit too, cause like I always just like the stories and shit. You know what I mean? Like I can't really speak Spanish, but I can understand Spanish for the most part and shit. So I always just thought that shit was hard. It was pretty much just like, I don't know, like Mexican gangster rap and shit, but just like with different instruments. Yeah. But it's all the same shit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Crazy bass lines and shit like that. You know what I mean?
I just never really. I'm not gonna lie. I never listened to it, to be honest.
No, a lot of people feel some type of way about that shit too. Especially like, it really just kind of depends. But I know some people don't like that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
all right. Well, since you named a little paisa song, I'm gonna recommend one right now. Right here. Ready? There's so many. I'm not gonna lie, because cumbias are like my favorite. If not my favorite, they alternate. Funk and cumbias alternate.
I think we talked about this before. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. But I think like every week they alternate. I swear. It's like 1 week I might listen to cumbias like all weekend or something, and then it just changes up. But all right, I'm gonna name one. There's so many. I can't even. This is like. There's so many good cumbias. I don't even know what's like the one to recommend.
Gotcha.
You know, because like my favorite group is Los Angeles Azules.
Yes.
That's like my favorite group. But
we talked about that.
But I'm gonna name Rumba Cha 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 by Grupo Cual.
Damn.
So it's GRUPO and then KUAL. That's the group. That's what they're called.
We'll link everything in the description and
then the Rumba Cha 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 is fire. I mean, all these, there's so many good cumbias to recommend, but that's just one I can give you off top right now, and that's 3 songs that we recommend of the week. Yeah. So we're gonna try to do that every week. We'll just drop it either beginning, at the end. We'll have a segment for it. So just for to put people on some different type of music maybe, or some like oldies. Like an older song that like everyone maybe forgot about. You want to listen to that day, you know?
Yeah, because I feel like even like now and stuff, like we listen to everything comes out and it kind of just goes by the wayside and shit. It's like sometimes you got to revisit that shit. Yeah. There's some good ass music and shit. Same with like Dub C and shit. Like fucking that Ghetto Heisman and shit. That shit's always been fucking fire and shit. And we've always listened to that full. But I was like, let me just go back and just start digging through all the records like that I skipped over or fucking, you know what I mean? Didn't listen to the, sometimes you won't listen to the beginning all the way to the end and shit. So I was just like, let me go listen to all this shit. So that was the last thing I went back and listened to. Before that was like this fucking Blood and Crip crew type shit. But I'll recommend that next week and shit.
I do the same thing with like with DJ Quick, really, all his old albums.
Well, the problem with DJ Quick is like I think I've heard everything. You know what I mean? Like,
because you came up in the era. I was kind of. That's what I'm saying. I was kind of older. I mean, I was too young to like grow up with it. Yeah. I grew up with it, but like in a different way. I didn't grow up with it coming out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because all that was coming out in like 95, 97, 98, 99, early 2000s, and like I was barely alive in 99. So I can't say like I was listening to DJ Quick since he came out, because I was really like 2.
Isn't it crazy and shit? It was like not too many VSTs back then and shit.
Yeah, he made it all on the MPC. Yeah, all the synth workstations and shit.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. I think about that all the time and shit. I'm just like, god damn, like it was.
Well, if you listen to all his productions, it's literally just like drum driven. Yeah. With a guitar.
Yeah, man.
Like that's like when you play a ham and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a good one. I wanna bring in the questions. We're talking about the cumbias and the paisa music, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop I'm gonna drop a question that someone asked.
All right.
And it has to you'll understand the question when I say it.
Okay.
This is a big argument right here. We might have to throw it down.
Damn.
If you answer wrong, we might have to throw it down.
Oh my god.
Corn or flour tortillas?
Sheesh.
And I feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with both of them heavy.
Yeah.
I fuck with when my grandma gets down and makes them by hand.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard. It's hard to answer.
Yeah, that's fucking tough, dude.
I feel like it depends. Like, if you want, obviously, street tacos, you're taking corn.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? If you're making burritos, you're on the flour.
Yeah, nobody.
You know what I'm saying? So
dude, people
it really depends.
Yeah. I was thinking of
I'm not gonna lie. I fuck with the flour tortillas heavy.
Yeah.
But nothing like a street corn taco. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn, that's fucking complicated, bro. Just because, like, same thing too. Like, my grandma came up, she made flour fresh all the time and shit, not corn and shit. But like, same thing too. Like, tacos gotta be corn, burrito gotta be flour, quesadilla. That's like a fucking that's like a subjective and shit.
Yeah, because you kind of do both.
Yeah, you ever had like the quesadillas that like they deep fry in like the big ass disco and shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then like a regular quesadilla with like the big ass shit. Like, yeah, no, I don't know. This is.
You know, I'm gonna say corn. If I had to choose, obviously I fuck with both of them.
Yeah.
And I always eat whatever, right? I'm not gonna like get mad that there's only one.
Yeah. I feel like most Mexican people would say corn.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think there's just because flour is used for certain things. You know what I mean? But like flour is definitely used for burritos, and that's pretty high up there and shit. Like, nobody's wrapping a fucking burrito in a corn tortilla and shit. Yeah. Nah, that's just gonna break.
I'm gonna say corn just because like street taco is like one of my top favorite foods.
Yeah, me too. Damn, that's so fucking.
But it's a good question though, because there is, drop your comments on what you think.
Damn, yeah, dude. Man, that's fucking tough.
Hey, corn. One a day. Let me know, fool. Let me know what you pick.
One a day definitely is corn for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
I guarantee he was asking that. I don't know him, right? Like personally, like that. I'm sure he's a dope dude, but he's probably trying to bait us out. He's trying to see if we're gonna say flour because we say flour.
Yeah, because like even damn. I don't know, man, because Mexican people will definitely fight over this shit too. Same thing too. People always say like red or green sauce and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
I fuck with both of them too. I don't know.
I fuck with them both.
I just don't really care. Yeah, it's like,
but I put them
both on.
Yeah, but I feel like if you don't say red, they get mad and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's always like
because you're a bitch if you get the spicy one.
Red over green, and it's always corn over flour.
Yeah, but it's always green over anything.
Yeah,
money. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Damn, green for the money, gold
money
for
rules
the
the world.
You feel me?
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. That's a hard question too. Red or green salsa? Answer that.
Red, bro. Yeah,
really?
No, yeah, red.
I'm gonna say green. I don't give a fuck.
Damn.
I like both of them though. See, it's hard, but I prefer the green one.
See, to be honest, like I would prefer orange. Orange is really my favorite and shit.
I just fucking in the middle shit. I said red or green.
Orange has always been my favorite and shit. I like
just trying to play safe.
Yeah, I'm trying to be, you know what I'm saying, fucking neutral and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't even, dog. For the corn and flour shit, dog, probably corn. I would say corn and shit.
I'm gonna say corn too. Yeah.
Yeah, just cause like
that is tough though.
It's tough and shit too. Just cause like flour is definitely more flexible. You could do certain things with it and shit. And then corn is so versatile. You can do anything with fucking corn. You know what I mean? Like there's so much. I would say it's more Mexican food is definitely more dominant towards fucking corn shit.
Yeah, and you ever had like molitas?
Yeah, that's just like fire, bro.
That's corn right there. Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's hard because you can make a lot of different stuff with both.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna say corn.
Yeah, molitas.
If I had to answer, obviously, because we're trying to answer the question.
Yeah, definitely corn, and I'll take red sauce over green sauce. But I like the orange shit. The orange shit's fire to me.
I really don't care. I like them all really. So like it's hard.
Hey, not to stop anything and shit. But hey, remember we were talking about like our top fast foods and shit. Yeah, I really forgot one and shit. You ever been to Miguel's Jr. and shit?
No.
Bro, you never been to Miguel's Jr.?
No.
Bro.
Is that like some Pepe shit that one a day was saying?
I don't know what the fuck Pepe is and shit, but like I used to live in Corona, and like that's where the first Miguel's Jr. is at, and you can find them. They have like drive-thrus at certain places and shit, but Miguel's Jr. is up there, and I forgot about that shit.
It's just, I'm assuming, obviously Mexican food, right? Yeah.
Mexican food and shit. Yeah, like same thing too. Like my wife never heard of it and shit, and I took her one time like a couple years back and shit, and like she couldn't believe it and shit. There's just something about it. It's like a little bit different, but it's fucking fire, bro. Miguel's Jr. Tie for 5th place or 6th place.
Yeah.
Like, it's up there. It's so good. But I seen it today when we went to go get coffee and shit. I was like, damn, I forgot Miguel's Jr., bro. Like, That shit's so good.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Yeah, it's good.
I think I did talk about last time. Right, I had the Del Taco already. I tried
it.
Yeah. I tried
it
again I've had it. I know I've had it before. My sister used to work there.
Yeah.
But this is when I was like, I was like 9 probably. I don't remember. My taste buds were like back then. I didn't even like onions or anything. So it was like, it's different now.
Yeah. I used to think onions were spicy.
I just didn't like. Yeah, they were just weird. I just didn't like. They were like so potent. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, what they still are potent, but I like them.
But I fuck with them now. Yeah, it's just when you grow up, you kind of your taste buds expand. But yeah.
So yeah, one a day you better drop in the comment, bro.
One a day. I want to know. I'm not gonna lie. One a day. If you say flour, I don't know what to say.
But
that's all I'm gonna say.
Fresh flour, dude. When you throw a little butter on that shit.
No, bro, that's the meal right there. That's the struggle meal right there.
Yeah, that's that shit.
The little butter and shit. Yeah, that's the struggle meal right there. That's fire though.
That's so good, bro. I fuck with that shit.
That reminds me of another struggle meal. You ever? I know people do this, but like, when I was hungry, I used to get There's 2 different ways, right? I would do it. It's either if I had chips at the house and no like. And like, my dad didn't go like to Food for Less yet and get no like bologna or cheese for sandwiches. Yeah. Me and my brother would get bread. I can't speak for my brother. He might not have done this, but I got bread and just chips.
Oh yeah.
And then you make a sandwich, but like, with just chips, nothing in there. And then you get the bread and you roll it up into and you roll it into a ball.
Yeah.
You ever did that too?
Yeah.
Damn, that shit tastes so much better when it rolls up to a ball.
Yeah, you ever sip like you take like a drink of juice and shit and it kind of like expands and stuff?
Yeah, dude, this is crazy. How the fuck do you know that? Like, we didn't learn that. I don't know where I even learned that from. I just like decided to roll it up into a ball one day.
Yeah, that's poor shit, bro. Yeah.
I never I never watched like no YouTube video of how to do it or like, what I'm saying? Like, you just do it.
Oh,
but a lot of people know that.
Yeah.
And that's just like crazy that like, that's like a...
Yeah, that's
like a norm. Like everyone knows that.
Yeah, that shit used to be fire, bro. Yeah. I still like that shit. Yeah, fucking. Okay. I had like a bag of chips yesterday and shit. Like, you got a favorite chip or no?
Favorite chip?
Yeah.
We could do a top 5 favorite chips.
Yeah. Well, I haven't put too much thought into it, but yesterday, like, I had like a bag.
I got my top 5. I just talked about it with my family the other day. Like last week. Yeah.
Well, fucking, I really like hot Funyuns and shit, and had a bag of hot Funyuns yesterday, bro.
Bro, that's my favorite fucking bag of chips.
That's my favorite
chips.
Yeah, and like, I don't really eat chips too often and shit. And the last time I had one is like when me, Mike, and like ID had linked up was like 2 or 3 years ago and shit. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a bag of chips and shit this week. Yeah, bro.
Honestly, that's crazy because everyone disses me for liking hot Funyuns.
Bro, that's number one. That's my number one. Bro, that's probably like number one or number one.
That's number one, bro. Hot Funyuns. That's my shit. Hot Funyuns, Swedish fish. That's him right there. That is him. Yeah,
I fuck with hot Funyuns. So, bro, we made big ass sandwiches yesterday and shit. Cause sometimes like it'd be too hot to cook and grill and shit.
Oh, it's super hot. Yeah.
So we just buy like all the best sandwich shit and just make like these big ass like fucking
deli sandwiches. You make
fire, dog, and just put the chips in.
Oh, yeah, that's that shit.
Had the UFC on yesterday and shit too, bro. Oh, okay. Shit was fire, bro.
Who was fighting yesterday? Any big
Chito Vera, yeah. He he kicked Cruz in the fucking face and broke his nose and shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was good. There was some good-ass fights. I think there was 4 knockouts in a row, the first in the prelims and shit. It was a good card.
We can make it 5. I mean, you have to
Damn. Nah, you ain't got to square up and shit. We're going to fight one a day and shit. He better not say flour. You know?
Sure.
That's all I know.
Yo, we invite one a day to come over. We just,
hey, what's up? What's up? It's a setup and shit.
Yeah, it's a setup. All right. That's what I was going to say. I'm going to say my top... Nah, I won't say my top 5 chips. Yeah. Number 1's Hot Funyuns, though. We need some more time.
Yeah, I love Hot Funyuns.
We'll talk about it in the next episode or something.
Yeah.
Drop your top 5 chips. One a day. I need to hear your top 5, too.
He's going to say... I
guarantee he's going to say Sabritones, number 1.
What's that, bro? The little sabrosito joints and shit?
Sabritones is like the big corn puff... They're called corn puffs.
Yeah.
And they have like they're made with like lemon and like this
spice.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But those are fire until you eat like 6 of them and your roof of your mouth is dying.
Yeah. I'm thinking of the ones called fucking sabrositos and shit. And like they're like not really they're like corn, but it's kinda like the chicharron and shit, but they're like vegan and shit. I remember just going to like parties and shit. Now everybody was like so called vegan and shit, just hitting fucking sabrositos and shit.
Yeah, look, there's these right here.
Sabritones. Yep. That's the joints, man. Yeah, those are good too, but nah.
All right, so that's what I was. I feel like that was a good.
What's your opinion on the wheels and shit, bro? The little fucking.
The Duros?
From the little dude and shit. Yeah.
From my homeboy.
Yeah.
From Mario.
Yeah.
Those are fire.
You like the wheels and shit?
Yeah. That shit with everything on there, lemon and the Tapatio or Valentina, whatever they have.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one. Tapatio or Valentina.
Valentina. Yeah. But it depends.
Damn.
I like Tapatio in certain things. Yeah.
See, me and Hunger Force linking up.
Yeah, bro.
This is what's up.
I feel like everybody feels this way and shit. It's like
nah. I had a Twitter argument one time. I said Valentina or I put a poll of Valentina or Tapatio.
Yeah.
I guarantee. I'm telling you, Tapatio won, and it pissed me off.
What?
I said, and it actually pissed me off. I was like, y'all are tripping. Valentina's way better than Tapatio.
Well, I feel like
I do like Tapatio too, but
me too. Yeah, I like it in top ramen.
I like everything on there. You know, it is true, huh? Because I do like Tapatio on my top ramen.
Yeah,
and I like Tapatio on like my tuna or like my chicken. It's weird. Like,
oh
you know
yeah.
You have
certain
things, yeah. But Valentina is the best with chips.
Yeah,
with like
yeah. I like the Tapatio like on top of eggs and shit too. I don't like Valentina on eggs.
I'm gonna give another recommendation I just thought about right now.
What's up?
My sisters did. My sister put me on this. They would get like a can of jalapenos.
Yeah.
In the can, and then you open it up, and then you like pour out you use the juice for the vinegar juice that's in the can, and you dip your Doritos in there. That shit was him.
That shit is good.
That's good. That's really good. And or you could use that as like your lime juice or whatever. Like that's really good.
Yeah, I used to put it in like a tuna salad and shit.
Okay,
a
yeah,
little vinegar so
thing,
it pops and shit. Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, let me bring up a question right here from my guy. My guys right here on the Instagram that asked some questions here.
And if you want to ask a question, we usually post on our story and shit. Depends on who posted and shit, but if you ask it, we'll most likely answer it as long as it's nothing fucking suspect and shit.
Yeah, don't be saying like some stupid.
What's
shit.
your social? You know.
Yo, my guy, I'm not gonna say his name. He said getting baddies once you get placements. I'm gonna speak for Hunger Force because he's a married man.
Married man.
He's a married man, and he's very happy.
And I didn't get any placements until I got married.
Oh, so yeah, well, yeah, that's true, huh? Yeah. I can't even answer this. I have no baddies. I don't know how to explain. I can't answer that.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm gonna say this: purse first, ass last. That's all I'm gonna say.
What is it?
Purse first, ass last.
Okay, bet.
All right, then we answer the corner flower. Oh, here's one for you. Producer T-shirts / stickers. Well, you're treated good today because if you see my water bottle here, you're gonna be on YouTube to see this.
Yeah.
I got the Hunger Force exclusive sticker.
You feel me?
Hunger Force exclusive. You can't even see it. If you really want to see it, you'll see the YouTube page.
You feel me? Yeah, that's just the logo and shit. I printed out like fucking 40 of those and shit, and I gave them all away and shit. I didn't even get to sell them or anything like that. Like, yeah. I gave one person, like, remember when we went to Hawaii? I was giving them out and shit, and I left half them over here, but people really like that sticker. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like the classic lowrider font.
Shout out my guy BC and shit. BC that fool did that shit, and it looks legit. I tried to do it myself and shit, and I was like, my shit looks so trash. I'll show you his shit too. But like he spazzed out on that shit.
And he did our logo, so shout out BC for our logo too.
Oh yeah, he did the 2 P's on a pod logo and shit. Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Like a lowrider. There's a name for it. That little lowrider. Not plaque.
Oh, it's a little placa and shit.
Yeah, what was it? Like, well, I don't even know what you call it, but
a placazo and shit, fool. Yeah, that shit's fire.
Yeah, then my brother said, what are some healthy snacks y'all recommend that taste good?
Just taste good?
And that fill you up, because my brother's a, hefty fella.
Healthy snacks that taste good. And
that fill you up.
Fill you up.
I'm going to answer one right here. Shout out Wholesale Nutrition Center.
Yeah.
My boys work there, Brandon and Adonis. They work there, and they sell like these protein donuts.
Yeah.
Fire. I'm going to have to... I could bring you one, but they would melt probably on the way here.
Oh, yeah.
But they're fire, like super fire. Like it's made of like, they're made out of like, it has like, made out of like cream cheese and like super fire though. Like macro friendly protein, like it's hella good.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like it's hella good. Like I can show you the macro next time I buy it, but it's hella good. That's one I can say, but that's just one recently I can say. Damn,
fucking healthy snacks that fill you up. I don't know. This one's kind of tough.
It is hard.
Yeah, because
I would say like a basic one, like I don't even know if it fills you up, like the celery, ants on a log. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, ants on a log and
celery,
shit.
Peanut butter, and raisins.
But depends though, because like if you need a calorie deficit, you know what I'm saying, peanut butter is not the way to go and shit.
Got the fats in it.
I mean, this is kind of like unpopular, but I like it and shit too. Just fucking cottage cheese and hot sauce. That shit's fire. I don't know if people fuck with that. Wow. Yeah, some people don't like that shit, but I like that shit a lot. Cottage cheese is flame. Tuna. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You know what I mean? Tuna and some chips and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Tapatio.
Yeah, that's a pretty good. That's a good little fucking meal. Get you some light mayo, drizzle that shit on top, just so it's a little bit more fucking wet and shit. I would say beef jerky and shit. I eat a lot of turkey jerky. I get like the big bag from Costco, and I'll just eat the whole bag throughout the week. 'Cause I think it's like 2 or 5 pounds or some shit like that. It gets up there in price though. You know how jerky is and shit.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I just like imitation crab and shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just have like a little bit of snack on that shit, a little bit. I think that's it. Like, cause some of the snacks I have too are kind of expensive and shit. You know, like fucking pistachios and almonds and shit. Like that shit is not cheap. Yeah. Beef jerky is not cheap.
Yeah.
And protein shakes.
I'm gonna say put a bunch of vegetables in your food so it fills you up. Like you get a lot of fiber and stuff. Like if you make like a chicken burrito.
Oh yeah.
Or like a chicken wrap, but put like a bunch of kale in it, and spinach, and just fill it up with kale and spinach, and like you could put like a light dressing on it.
Yep.
And that's probably that could help. That's probably a good one.
Yeah, that's definitely a
I know a lot of people do like the rice cake stuff.
The like rice cakes are cool too. I like those too.
I never had them to be honest, but
they're good and shit.
Popular.
Yeah, the white cheddar ones. I think they're like 25 or 35 calories. Those are fucking fire. I fuck with those shit.
Are they filling though? You know what I'm saying? Like
they're pretty filling.
Well, you eat one meal a day, so you might have to change your name to one meal a day. Like one a day. Yours is like 1 meal a day.
Damn, that's not a bad idea. Shit. Nah. Your brother commented on that shit. He's like, bro, I already ate 3 meals watching this shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit.
I can picture him. Well, he's listening to it at work. That's why. So.
Yeah. Hey, let me make this clear. You know what I'm saying? I just eat one big meal a day, but I also like I have snacks and shit. Yeah. Like I eat a lot of Cliff Bars and shit. I just like because I like the way they taste and the macros are pretty good. They do have sugar and shit, but I'm not scared of sugar. I don't really have an abundance of sugar all the time, so it's nothing that I'm scared of. And then fucking all the shit that I ate. But I had carne asada fries on Friday, bro. God damn, dude. Who made that, bro? Who made that up? There's a place over here called Armando's and shit. And they got the orange salsa. Shit's the best one, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, because you know how like there's all like Alberto's, Allenberto's, Adons, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking, they're all like kind of hit or miss and shit. But this place called Armando's, and there's one in Riverside, and there's one in Moville and shit. But that's my shit, bro. Fucking, they just do it right.
Do you think carne asada fries came first before? Well, they came after carne asada nachos.
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure.
Like that was kind of like a more hip thing. I feel like the fries.
I want to say that it came out when like early in our lives and shit. I feel like they did the California burrito, and then they were like, "Why don't we just put this shit on fries?" You know what I mean? Like all the shit that we like and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Just the regular rim and shit.
Yeah. Oh, someone brought you that? Oh, that one food that came over?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I brought you some cups and shit."
Oh, so we're live already?
Yep, we're live, bro. But he brought this shit. He's like, I brought some cups, bro. I brought some tequila and shit. I'm like, bro, I got to make a fucking custom beat right now. I ain't going to drink no fucking tequila and shit. Like, I would want to, but nah, that's just going to, you know what I'm saying? You got to be focused and shit for that. You feel me?
All
right, man. What else we got?
All right. We're going to recommend, or not recommend, we're going to give our top 3 artists at the moment right now that we listen to. So not of all time, just right now in like, you know, who do we really listen to at the moment, like our top three artists.
Bet.
At the moment.
Okay.
I can give mine first if you want to think about it.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So my number 1 artist at the moment right now is probably Larry June.
Yeah.
Number 2 is going to be Payroll. And then number 3 it's a tie between G Perico and Jay Worthy. It's like that's like my top 3
artists you listen to right now. Yeah, I mean, I definitely do listen to all 4 or 5 of those dudes and shit. So yeah, for sure, I listen to Larry probably the most. And if I don't listen to Larry, I kind of want to just give it to people maybe some people never heard of, or just some younger guys and shit. I listen to Remble a lot too. Yeah, I fuck with Remble heavy and shit. I've told you like I want to do like a fucking sugar-free DJ quick type of shit, but like with Remble. So I just get him like on a bunch of like player type beats, palm tree. You know what I'm saying? Because he's always on like the hard street shit. But like imagine that fool on some smooth ass shit. Yeah, that should be cold. So Remble, if you're listening, hit me up. Fool, stop playing.
Yeah,
shit,
come on now.
It's Remble. So I listen to that fool a lot right now. And then really just like the homies and shit. Joey Frecco, I listen to him a lot. Chap D, I listen to him a lot. Banco, I listen to him a lot. Westside Web, I listen to him a lot. It's really just people I know and shit, which is kind of weird because but I do just skip over the songs like I do and shit. But sometimes it's kind of like it gets like a little hard because it's like, bro, I've listened to this beat so many goddamn times, you know what I mean? But
yeah, I'm the same way, yeah.
Yeah, if I could recommend anything, definitely check those.
Yeah, like my favorite G Perico songs aren't the ones I made. They're like the ones that, like, you know what I'm saying, that I'm not on, yeah.
No, hey, to go back to some fucking songs and shit, like, I think I told you this last time and shit, too. Like, that Confessions, like, that shit is still so fire to me, bro. Like, I listen to it at least, like, probably once every 2 days or once every day and shit. Like, that shit just hits, bro. That shit is so well done. Like,
Appreciate
I like that. I like that record a lot. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite recorers. Like, I guarantee, you know, at the end of the year, like, it'll be like, oh, you played these the most and shit. Yeah. I guarantee you it'll be up there for sure.
That's appreciate. I never seen like someone that would be dope this year. If one of my songs is the most played of someone.
Oh yeah, it definitely. Yeah, it's gonna be. Get ready for that.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure,
gonna be tight. Yeah, I have we can do behind the beat. I can do that shit. I have it.
Yeah,
I brought my laptop and all that shit.
Yeah, I want to do that shit.
But top 3 artists at the moment. You were trying to give a safe answer again. I need a top 3. At the moment.
Top 3. Banco, Freco, and Banco, Freco. Do. Who else? Oh, I fuck with Jimmy Waters. Do you fuck with Jimmy Waters?
Jimmy Waters.
Shit?
Yep.
Yeah, I fuck with that fool too. He's from out here and shit. Just the guys I fuck with, bro. Just the local fools. Like I feel like those fools are fucking crazy. And then like some of the dudes, I'm finding like more people are starting to send me shit too. Like, you know, because like people send you a lot of stuff and like you don't know what to listen to. And it's like the tag starts coming on and it's like, bro, does this person vibe beat and shit? But I'm starting to hear like a lot of dope ass shit. I feel like people are starting to, you know, because you can rap and shit. I feel like that's the easy part. It's like the other part that's really difficult, like the marketing and branding and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I think people need to, before they do all that, they got to learn how to rap. But I get a lot of songs where it's like, okay, you don't know how to rap.
Yeah. That's true also.
But but you can hear. You have a ear. You know, you gotta have an ear for it. For who do we think is good and stuff like that. You know, to try to build a connection or build something up with them. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I probably listen to Banco, Freco, and Polyester the most.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool, I listen to Poly a lot. So probably those 3. If I would go check something out, I would check out those 3 for sure. I listen to them the most, honestly.
Yeah, I listen to all of them too. Yeah, but I was just thinking of. Yeah, probably of all of the ones you mentioned, I'd probably say Banco's the one I listen to the most.
Yeah.
But I fuck with all of them though. So
I
you know, I mean Jimmy Waters, we got some shit on the way too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I fuck with Les too, bro. Fuck with Les.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy too because I mean, I listened to him in high school and then we got that song with him. I kind of I have 2 songs with him, but yeah, me and you got that one song.
Yeah. Is it weird? Is it weird to you? Because like it's starting to get weird. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, just because like a lot of the shit that we listen to, like, you know, early on, especially like being from California, like we're kind of like a part of it now. Like, is that odd to you yet? Because it's still kind of like weird to me.
I don't know. Maybe for you more because I haven't really gotten that many. You know what I'm saying? But like, it is weird that like I have 2 songs with Ellie Dollar, but I don't have like no. You know what I'm saying? Like I never would have thought I would when I was like first heard him. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of it is crazy. I don't want to say weird, but like it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Even same thing with G Perico and shit. Like I remember like when him first starting off and him having the fucking crazy ass fucking Jerry curl and shit. And like I remember my cousin listening to it and shit and like he was like, "Wow, what the fuck is this?" I'm like, "Bro, this dude's tough." You know what I'm saying? This is like back when fucking you know, with the Cardo and Jay Worthy linked up. Yeah. So like fucking dude. I just remember like you ever listen to Cuz Lightyear at all too or no? Never heard of him? All right, well fucking it was all kind of like around that time and shit. And it's just now it's like, oh dude, like I know homie, like he produces for him. Like, oh yeah, he did that record and shit. I think I was in the car with like a coworker the other day and when like you know, Blast came on. I was like, oh, you fuck with Blast? And she's like, yeah, I fuck with them. I was like, oh, I got a song with that fool. She's like a little taken back and shit, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's odd, you know. It is crazy you have a song with Blast because that song came out like what, like 4 years ago?
Yeah, but this is before. This is before Blast was Blast.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like you got on a song with Blast before he was, you know, Blast.
Yeah.
Which that's tight though. That's the shit I like too. Like you produce with all the shit like before they became anybody, right? You know, that's tight.
Yeah. I just think it's kind of not like odd, but like I remember being younger and just wanted to be a part and shit, and just like, whoa, it's fucking starting to happen and shit. Like a lot of my friends are like getting fucking records and shit, and like these fools are the ones who are dictating the sounds and shit, you know? People want to sound like these dudes. It's crazy, you know? Yeah. It's just different, I guess. But yeah, man. Fucking. Oh, you fuck with Doggy Style?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with Doggy Style too. That feels crazy.
What I was gonna say, we were just talking about, I fuck with Jimmy Waters, and it's crazy because like we know them, but like even all the like the homies that we know, like that make like producers, like they know them, and like they're all. I was telling Tavares this other day, I was like I was messaging him on Instagram, and we were just talking about like how we're. Or I think it was Tavares that we were saying like like he's like we're kind of like the new wave kind of coming up with like we all know each other and we're all making beats together and then we were making beats for like the same kind of artists and we're like that we're pushing like that next wave of like the next wave of like Larities and Payrolls and G Pericos and all that like before they, you know what I'm saying, like the Blast and all that, like like this is the time right now where this is all happening, the Bankos, the Frecos, you know what I'm saying, like Chap D's and all them, like
I guess that's why it's kind of like not odd, but it's just like holy shit, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Because like, you know, when like Draco came out and fucking, you know, Savvy Third, all this street shit, you know what I mean? Like people, Shoreline Mafia, like that's a good idea. Like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people were doing that sort of thing, and I don't know. I guess we just always did our shit. I'm still, honestly, if I'm waiting for anything, I'm still waiting for the fucking Dom shit. Dom, stop playing, bro. Hit me up and shit. I feel like once that happens, like it's not going to be a complete type of shit, but like I'll stop feeling weird about shit, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But
that's like your main target probably right now.
Yeah, that's like the main person. Obviously, like there's people I want to work with and shit, like don't get me wrong, but like that's like the one that I need to like knock off the checklist for sure, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That'll happen one day.
Yeah. I know it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later type of shit. You know what I mean? Mike told me a long time ago and shit. It's like, bro, just keep being good, and you're gonna have to force them to put you on the album type of shit. And like, I just think about that all the time. It's like, just be undeniable, and you'll get there sooner or later.
That's a good leading topic right there. Is like, how do you find like motivation to, I guess, to not stop? You know what I'm saying? Like to keep going.
I think we've made it this far. It's like it would be fucking silly to fucking stop. You know what I mean? Like, dog, we've gotten this far. Like, as many people I know and stuff. I mean, I think we've gotten far, but also like we haven't gotten far enough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because it's not mainstream or anything yet. You know what I mean? It's getting close and stuff. I'm starting to hear certain things, and I'm like, whoa, this is kind of like odd. Like I hear certain beats now, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like. And, like, I understand, like, a lot of people are, like, influenced by, like, a lot of different things and shit. But sometimes I hear stuff and I'm just like, whoa, this is a little too close, you know? Like, I know this shit, you know what I mean? Like, it's just different, I guess, you know what I mean?
I feel like for right now, at least for me right now, the motivation I got is, like, I think about, like, one time I was on YouTube and I got recommended a video from, like, 2 years ago, that I made, like a beat I made, and I'm like, damn, it's crazy to listen to a beat like 2 years ago. And like, you know? Like some beats I made 2 years ago maybe still stand today, but there's some other ones where I'm like, that will not work out today. You know, thank God, like I wasn't still uploading the same type of beats like that. But I think that's motivational to me. Like before the placements, right? Before all that, it was like just the growth of hearing like your beat select, like your sound selection, right? Like all that, like shout out soundselectionkits.com. But yeah, like before like the sound selection, before the drum kits, before like the sound, before you're mixing, before like you know what I'm saying? Like you learn all the bits, like you hear everything that you progressed on. Yeah. And I feel like that's a good motivation, like that I carry on. Is like I hear like, why did I use that kick? And I remember there's this one kick I use all the time, and I'm like, thank God I don't use that anymore.
Which kick was it?
It was like you wouldn't even know what kick it is. It's like I'm talking about. It's like some kick I got like one of my first ever drum kits ever, like 5 years ago. And like shit. It was like kick number 2 off this one pack, and like I'm saying, you wouldn't know. I got put on from like my homie. Like I don't even know how to, like I could show you, but like, it was like some trash kick. And I remember I used to use like the boost knob, and I think it was cool that I was like, I thought it was hitting hard, but it really was just like loud, but it wasn't like.
Oh,
okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know, like that's why I feel like that's like I can hear the progression from my previous beats to now. You know, like it's way different.
Yeah, I think one thing.
And less is more. I started like before I would like try to like fill up every single sound and then you just boom, you just have no breathing room, no space for the artist to rap or anything like that.
Yeah, same thing too. Like I used to really get carried away with my stereo bus for a long ass time. Like when I was younger and stuff, like I would just like I'd put like the Puig Child 670 on all my stereo buses, fucking all this crazy ass shit. And then I would just want like it would just sound like a fucking brick, you know? Yeah. It was like no dynamic range at all. And just like, bro, this shit is fucking like whatever and shit. And then I just started hearing people's other like beats, and it's like, bro, what do you put on this? What do you put on? Nothing, dog. I ain't got nothing on there. And it's like, what do you mean you don't got nothing? Nah, just control volume and shit, and just go from there. And it's like, oh. And as soon as I started doing that, like everything like instantly changed, because like I got it. Because like, you know, you would like you would approach it like you're still like in like engineer school and shit, and be like, oh, like I got to do this, I got to do that. And then this person who doesn't have like a formal education just fucking turning shit up, and the 808 is fucking clipping, but that shit is smacking. So what are you gonna do? Yeah, so like I had to like ditch that approach and kind of like mix it and like make like a hybrid and shit. And like now it's like it's never really been tighter to me.
Yeah,
you know
like we take techniques from school still, but we don't follow directions right on the, you know what I'm saying? Like
no,
we don't stay around the jagged edge.
I think I've said this before. Yeah, it's just fucking, you got to learn the rules so you know when to break them and shit, you know what I'm saying? And you would have to try really hard to be destructive and fuck shit up nowadays, I feel like, still, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like I remember, like I go back to it all the time, like the kick at you know negative 6 dB and making a kick like that and keeping it there. Like nah, all my shit's always, I'm always pushing 0. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hidden hard. Yeah. I learned that from like some dude on YouTube.
Which dude? Shout him out.
My guy Gibbo Beats. He's probably one of the biggest like future Weezy Gunna Young Thug producers. That. And he's crazy. We chop it up sometimes too on Instagram, talk about like YouTube or whatever. But yeah, like he came up like crazy. Like in like a year, he got like 100K subscribers.
Damn.
He like blew up. I'm telling you, this is like right before the pandemic hit. And he like 2018. That year he went crazy and just blew up. And then he's just started going crazier after that. And now he's like at 130. I don't even know. He might be higher than that. But yeah, he's in numbers though for sure.
Yeah, I always have a battle with that sometimes.
And that's the thing I was gonna say. My bad. He's like, he didn't bring the tip. Someone commented. I was looking at his comment, and someone said like, bro, how do you get your Spinzo 808 to sound like that? Oh, there's 2 different things actually that I learned from him. That just reminded me. He's like, bro, how do you get your spins to like sound like that? And he's like, bro, I just put a clipper on the master and then I turn up the 808 and I just like have it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all he does. And then he said, I also another secret. This is why I was like, yeah, I got put onto some sauce right here. He layers the 808, the Spins 808, and the Zaytoven 808, and he used to layer them, but he would make the Spins 808 like super short, so it would sound like
Gotcha.
And like I remember, when I used to make like those type of beats, I used to do that all the time, and I was like, wow, he's actually a genius for that. Like it put me on game right there. I didn't even know. You know, like that stuff. Like I don't think anybody. I've seen a lot of YouTube tutorials. I've never seen anyone say that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like that type of thing where you'd only learn from like asking a question.
Gotcha.
But that was just some little tip I learned from like 3 years ago.
Hell yeah, shit. Yeah, fucking. I battle with that a lot too, just because like I have like not like a plethora of information, but like I can make like a million tutorials and show people how to do shit, and like I don't know, you know what I mean? Because like, you know, like there's YouTube producers, there's like the YouTube tutorial person and stuff like that. And like I never want to, it's not that I don't want to be the tutorial guy, because I feel like I can give out good tutorials and I've done it before, but like I don't know, I don't want that to be like the main part of my content and shit like that. Yeah, but I fuck with those dudes who do that shit, because that shit is like stupid helpful. And like I wouldn't even have learned. I'm trying to think of dude who showed me that too, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Just like all certain things, you know, like the NLS channel and shit like that. That shit's fucking fire. And like I remember the first time somebody put me on game with that, and I was like, damn, this shit is cold.
Yeah,
like,
the first person I learned that from was Help Me Devon, some YouTuber. He does like mixing engineer. He's an artist himself, but he mixes his own stuff. Yeah. And he's the one who told me who showed about like putting the NLS bus on the channel, on every single channel.
Yeah, that shit's clean. Yeah, same thing too. One tutorial that really helped me, I can't remember who did it, but it was the Z Game Editor video and shit, and like that really it might have been Curtis King.
It was Curtis King.
And if it wasn't,
with the Black Panther.
Yeah, if it's not him, then it was Bro Beats.
Yeah, yeah, Bro Beats. Yeah, Bro Beats. Yeah.
It's one of those two. I can't remember who it was.
Bro, shout out Busy Works Beats too. He was an OG right there.
Oh, Busy Works Beats.
Busy Works Beats. Yeah, he's an OG right there.
.com. That's that fool.
Yeah.
Oh, Reed Stefan. I fuck with Reed Stefan. What's that one?
A lot of foods.
You know the dude who's a puppet and shit.
In the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That dude's funny as fuck.
Yeah. There's a lot of like, shout out YouTube, man. They really.
Yeah.
Man, you can learn anything you want.
Yeah.
Like anything you want. It's crazy.
Yeah, I did I have like a tutorial that's on like the sound selection shit, and that shit's pretty popular too. It's like that one, the DJ Idea one, that one's really helpful, and then the Julian Avila one, that one's really helpful too. All 3 different styles and shit.
Who has the behind the beat one on the something?
Oh yeah. There's a fucking behind the beat on that shit too. The behind the beat's always sick too. I love seeing those behind the beats and shit, bro. Those shits are fucking fire. Just cause like, just because you can, you know what I mean? Like, you know what we're talking about before? Like, you know, when you solo the drums and you just hear every layer, you know, when it's like one of your favorite records, you're like, oh, where's that piece coming at? And it starts to all make sense and shit. Yeah, I love that shit, bro. That shit's fire. Yeah. Yeah, I've always been a fan of that shit.
Like that, like I learned a lot from like watching the behind the beats, watching Genius. I mean, that is behind the beat. Watching Rhythm Roulette, like that was tight to me.
Rhythm Roulette, yeah.
One of the best, when I first started making beats, one of my favorite things to watch.
Rhythm Roulette, yeah.
Because you get to watch, you get to see people's setups. I used to love watching people's setups, like how they set up, like, you know, like I don't know, I just like the setup video, like seeing their setup. I love seeing like the setup they had, the room like decorations or whatever you want to call it, like I just liked the whole thing. I liked it all. Like those are just behind the beat, whatever, behind the music. I even liked it. Behind the beat, you know, like that's what I liked. And then I liked seeing like their setup. I liked seeing like what kind of, were they on Mac? Were they on Windows? You know what I'm saying? Like I liked all that stuff. I like to really pick out what speakers they're using, because at the time I had like some chafa like Amazon speakers, and then I was like, I was looking into what kind of like speakers was everyone using. You know, a lot of it's like Yamahas, and a lot of people use the Rockets, obviously, but and then and I used to see like what keyboards are they using, what synths are they using, what MPCs are they using, you know, like all this little stuff, you know, like I used to love watching those videos, because I would just like to see what they used, what was their vinyl their vinyl setup, you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that, like little stuff, like how would they stretch the sample, where would they chop it at. A lot of people use Serato, a lot of people use the Fruity sampler on FL. They use Edison. They use just straight up on the pattern. Like, there's a lot of things you can learn just from watching that. Like watch your favorite producers. Watch not even just favorite. Like watch outside of your favorite producers. Wonder Girl did, like, I know Wonder Girl's on there. Ninth Wonder, Cardo's on. Like everyone you can think of has kind of been on Rhythm Roulette.
Havoc, Static Selecta,
Harry Fraud.
Do you have a favorite one or no?
The one that comes to my head is Mr. Rogers did one. Man, I can't even think of it. I know Ninth Wonder was his fire though. Ninth Wonder makes like 8 beats on his and shit. Yeah, I've seen that one plenty of times. Cardos was cool too. Yeah.
Cardos is fire too. Yeah.
Bro, I can't think of it. I know. Oh, Static Selecta did one.
David Banner did a good ass one. Big Crit did a fucking sick ass one.
The Alchemist.
Yeah. You seen all those old Alchemist videos and shit? Those shits are so cool. Hey, have you seen that?
His setup is sick.
His
setup is sick.
Yeah, that dude has like his own little fucking studio in like Venice and shit. Yeah, dude, I look at Alchemist has always like not even been like not even just the sound, just like the way he like his lifestyle is and shit like that. Like I've always just been a fan, and like
I think you said this before,
people just come over and stuff like that. Same thing with like style. He's like a little shorter person too, like fucking receding left side of the hairline. You feel me? Like a lot of my shit I take from Alchemist and shit for sure. And like fucking.
Or I need an Alchemist Hunger Force collab.
You feel me? Hit me up, Al. You feel me? Yeah, dog. But he talks about that too, like the we gonna make it shit. You know what I mean? And like not having the fucking snare and having the clap and being self conscious about it, but. Watching this shit go up.
This brings back some memories right now. Now you just said clap and snare.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I remember I was making a beat of some dude in my high school was a rapper or whatever, and on SoundCloud and stuff. But he was like getting buzz on SoundCloud, and I sent him a beat once, and he's like, "Nah, bro, like I don't fuck with snares, put claps only." And I was like, "Fuck," like, and from then on, I only made beats with claps. It was weird, huh? Like that one dude just kind of changed, like made me self-conscious about putting a snare on.
Yeah.
And I just put a clap only for like the longest time.
Yeah, I think
but that obviously ended up changing later in life when I was like realized like this was nobody. But
yeah, that's the two ones I always get is the clap and the snare, and then like I don't like consistent hats. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever had somebody like that? It's like I don't want the hat consistent. I want it to do this and do like all go. Sometimes like that's one challenge for me. A lot of the times it's like fucking finding that bounce and figure out where the hat's gonna go type of shit. You know what I mean? Like every time like that's like the biggest art form. Like I try to do like that, like the best like that I can do and shit, just because like. You know, it's different. Like, I like the consistent bounce. Like, I'm always a fan of that shit. But just like
DJ Quick, yeah.
Yeah, but just doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that shit is like whatever. That was a terrible hi-hat. That was like a gun. But yeah, that shit. Yeah, like, I love doing that shit. That's always the challenge, yeah.
That was the hardest part for me. I remember because me and my homie used to make collab on beats together.
Yeah.
And I remember he was going crazy on the melody. And then he would put like the drums. He's like, all right, do the hi-hats. I'm like, fuck, like.
Yeah.
You know, you feel like pressure, like, damn, you gotta make it sound like you gotta make it bounce, you gotta make it sound cool, and I'm like, fuck, like, I just got pressure. It was like my first like 3 months making beats, and I was like, oh my god, like, I was like barely learning how to draw in hats, and like, that was a tough time right there.
Yeah.
I was stressing out, like, cause I was trying to impress him, you know, like I was like, cause I was like making beats for like 3 months at this time, and he was making beats for like 2 years already. And I was like, fuck, I'm trying to like, I want to be like, I want to make sure like this fool knows I'm like about this shit, and then like it was pretty bad. I remember just putting we're on like 156 BPM, and I put like fill 2, and I just like drew in like a little bit of rolls, and then I was like, yeah, this is it. Yeah. But yeah, like realistically, it wasn't that good, but it was just like I remember that like hi-hats was like a weak point for me. But now thank God I switched to like the West Coast shit, because now I feel like it feels like natural to me. Now I feel like I can just like it's all about bounce and I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it's just like now it's like a lot more chill for me. Like what I do is I play it by hand. I'll use like on my keyboard it has the pads, so I'll play on the pad or I'll play on like the keys like I was telling you before. Command Option K. Yep. And yeah, so like I was doing that, right? Like I like doing my hi-hats live. I record it live, and then I'll just quantize them or leave them, whatever. Yeah. And then I'll draw in rolls after that if I feel like I'm missing something. But yeah, that's how I do my hi-hats really. But yeah, that has nothing to do with the hi-hats, but yeah.
No, I came up on Machine and shit, and like Machine would have like note repeats and shit, so I would always focus on that. So it was like I would always send it to 4th, 16 truncated, 8 truncated and shit, and I would just bounce out, go crazy on the hi-hats and stuff. But after I got off of Machine, I'm like, well, fuck, I can't do this now, and I had to get kind of like a pattern sort of thing, because you can't do that in FL. Yeah. Like in the Machine, it would just hold that shit and it would go crazy, and I would just go back and forth. Yeah. And it was a lot easier for me and shit too, but it was like a lot more programmed and shit.
Shout out Julian Avila, man. Yeah. That fool goes stupid on the Machine.
On the Machine and shit?
He goes crazy as fuck. He uploaded a video like a few days ago, and I was like freaking out. I was like, nah, you are a fucking demon.
Yeah, he's good.
This was not from planet Earth.
He's from Fresno, bro.
I don't know. This was crazy, dog. I'm not gonna lie, you're a beast. I can't even do that. Oh god. I could try, and I'm off beat as fuck on that shit. I mean, that's talent right there. That's years of I can't. Yeah, I'm not gonna say I can't do it, because I can if I really put my time into it. But yeah, like that's just yeah.
Yeah, that little 16 known pattern shit. That shit's fucking crazy and shit. Yeah. My cousin was always into that shit. He had a bunch of controllers, and he had one that was like like the buttons for like the arcade game and shit. It was like 16 buttons like that, and that shit was always sick, and he used to go crazy with that shit. That shit was fire. Wow. Yeah, that shit was sick. There's something about like the Machine and pads. It's like makes it a different type of beat and shit. You know what I mean? I've always been a fan of it, but like I've gotten away from it a lot. But sometimes like I want to just, man, I'm about to cop me an MPC.
I'm the same thing, because I want to do like the boom bap alchemist shit and like stuff like that. Like I love that. I love like that music like that, like Ninth Wonder, like all that. Like that's like my shit too. I like all that. Like I want to really. I don't want to say like money's the reason why, but like, or I don't want to explain it. Like, there's a lot of stuff I want to get right. Like, whether it's like those electronic drum kits, I could hook it up into FL and like record that and play like actual live drums, and like, there's a lot of things I want to do and buy and be good at, but it's like it takes a lot of time, a lot of money, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to buy a live bass guitar and like and put like live bass in my beats and stuff like that. But like realistically, is that like I don't know. It all goes back to like, what's the bigger picture?
Is it gonna help you right now? Type of shit
right now, or is this some shit where I'm like 40 and I'm like trying to fuck around in my fucking with my 40 cats, home alone and shit. Guitar.
Because I have an SP4. Yeah, I have an SP404, and like I bought that to do shows and stuff. But like I use that shit for effects and effects only, really, and just like set lists and stuff like that. Like I don't even use it to like its fullest extent and shit. You know what I mean? And like same thing too. Like it's a good ass purchase and shit. But like, does it make me?
Yeah.
No. But I love running stuff in there, like processing stuff in there, perks and different sort of things and shit. Like I like it.
I think about it like, okay, I can do all I can right now on FL, right?
Yeah.
And like my MIDI keyboard, and that's what I got. I have no synths. Like no outboard gear synths. I got no like outboard gear plugin or outboard gear plugins. I'm a fucking kid. I'm like a teenager. Like I don't even know. I think outside plugins and shit. I'm not even calling them effects or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, like I don't got no outboard gear effects. I got like none of that, right? Like I got no like analog shit outside. But like I do everything I can in the program in the DAW, right? And then this is what I'm like thinking about. Like I'm trying to elevate my game and try to level stuff up, like level myself. Not even just like for the beats, but just myself as a human being. Like I'm trying to level up. I want to like learn to play the guitar, learn to play the bass guitar. Yeah. Learn to play like the drums really well. Like I can do my own drum track for like my own drum tracks for my beats and stuff like whether for like the boom bap shit or whatever. And like like that's a goal of mine too. Like just do some shit like that. Shout out my guy Jay Smooth actually, because when I seen him, Jay Smooth Beats. He's dope. But I seen him post a video of him playing the drums over his beat, and I'm like, that is so fire. Like that's so sick to see. Like that's the thing is too. Like I guess I want to talk about like going back to like the motivation thing real quick. Is like I follow a lot of dope producers that like Julian Avila. If you go back to all his shit, like he still has it on his page where he's making beats on the machine and playing the piano and like doing all this shit. Like I like following all the producers that like are homies to me, because like I just see them cooking up and it's just like motivating, and like I just see like that type, like either like that or just hearing their beats on YouTube, and like I don't know, it's all like motivating to me. And like every time I see someone do something, I'm like I look into it, I'm like, oh, that's tight, I want to do that too. Like and then
that's just it. I'm telling you, dog. Like that's like always been a motivation thing for me, is just being surrounding myself with like dope ass people. Like there's nothing better than that, honestly. And it's just like, especially if they're like good people and shit, like that shit'll push you like to the limits type of shit. It's like, I mean, obviously there's stuff you have to focus on and shit too, but just being around those type of people is like really, really valuable for sure. Yeah.
Cool. Yo, remember like Captain McTavish? McTavish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fool was dope as shit. All right, we back, bro.
We're back. Live. We just went live. I'm not gonna lie, it's a dope ass little segment we should do.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
We shoot like our own little 2 clips, and then we should do that actually. And that third clip before we just go live or something.
Well, I feel like the cool thing is you can ask the question Sunday and then get it answered and uploaded by Tuesday and shit. Like that's just cool. Like I fuck with that shit. All right, some questions we got asked. Favorite hood movies. You want to go first?
I'm gonna say Don't Be Menace.
Don't Be Menace?
Yeah.
In South Central, while drinking your juice in the hood?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that shit is legit. I like all the hood movies, to be honest.
Well, obviously, like Boys in the Hood is like the most famous one.
Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society. Yeah. Blood In, Blood Out, American Me, Boulevard Nights, South Central. You seen South Central? OG Bobby Johnson?
No,
you gotta check that shit out. Yeah, that shit's fire. Check that shit out. Deuces. You never seen that shit?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it then.
Cool. Yeah, I fuck with that shit too. Boulevard. You ever seen Boulevard Nights or no?
That's all the girls, right?
No, that's Mi Vida Loca. I fuck with that shit too.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about.
That shit's fire. What other hood ass movies are there? I think that's all of them. I don't think I'm missing anything else. But I always fucked with Blood In, Blood Out, Boulevard Nights. I like American Me for like a few parts. I think we talked about this on the podcast. Like I have like an uncle that's in that movie and shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I met Little Puppet. Remember what I was telling you about?
Yeah, he's in I
met Little Puppet's brother or some shit.
Oh, Big Puppet.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Yeah. Just Puppet.
One of them. I don't know who I'd met.
Yeah, that fool's in Boulevard Nights. That's a sick ass movie too. He's from the big VGV. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's
no, it's not really. It's more like a raza movie. But
Which
Stand
one?
And Deliver.
Stand and Deliver. Oh, yeah. No. I wouldn't say it's a hood ass movie, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, that shit is still fire. But yeah, those ones I fuck with all those and shit. South Central's dope as fuck.
Friday.
I don't know.
I was gonna say, is it a hood movie or is it not? It kind of is. It's like because Don't Be Menace isn't really a hood movie. It's like a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's like a parody of all the hood movies.
Exactly.
It's like scary movie and shit. Yeah.
You know, 'cause like.
Yeah, I fuck with that shit. Friday was just about, you know what I'm saying? A typical Friday. You know? Yeah, I fuck with that shit a lot. But yeah, those all the I like all those. Those are all fire.
They're all fire. Yeah.
I'm trying to think about the New York hood movies like New Jack City and fucking.
We gotta get Diamond on for that.
Oh yeah, he could tell you exactly what's going on. Oh well, he's all the fuck. That's another thing too, like the Italian version, the Goodfellas,
There's,
fucking.
mob,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a mob movie.
Yeah, Casino.
And it's not even. I was gonna say Ocean's 11, all that shit. But
No,
Ocean's 8 and all that, but nah.
What's a hood movie? You think it's just West Coast based, or you think it's just like?
Nah, there's some New York, there's some like East Coast shit too.
Yeah,
there's probably
like Scarface, Donnie Brasco, all those shit.
I mean, there's a lot. Yeah,
The Godfather. I like The Godfather 2 more than Godfather 1.
It's not even a hood movie, but it's like the one with the in Memphis, the music, the one about music. Why can't I think of the name?
Oh, Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow.
Oh yeah, that's a banger,
yeah,
bro.
That's
like
a sick movie though.
That's the producer's movie, bro. Yeah. If you're a producer,
find it.
Remember when he starts playing the hats and shit? Yeah, then it's the clap. Yeah, that shit was cool. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that's definitely a producer.
I'm gonna make these suckers recognize who they fucking.
Yeah, that's that shit, bro. Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I feel like every producer loves that movie. You know what I mean? Like you see the beat get built up from the scratch and shit. Yeah,
and you see them build the whole studio with egg cartons and shit. And that's a struggle right there.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Bro. I really fuck with
that.
That's
a dope movie though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that like maybe once a year.
Hey man, tell me that shit fell out your pocket, man.
Yeah, man. Come on now.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, that movie
is
will
a
make
pig's
you say
pussy
that
pork.
shit all day.
Come on, man. Yeah, that's just fire. Skinny Black, bro.
Yeah.
I knew Skinny. You know what I'm saying? Went to different high schools, but I knew him. You know?
Yeah.
Nah, I fuck with that shit.
And when he threw his shit in the CD and
in the toilet?
Damn.
Tell me that shit fell out your pocket, man.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, tell me that shit fell out your pocket, man. Yeah, that's funny.
I like at the end, too, like the guards give him his mixtape. You know, we be rapping and shit, too. You DJ, right?
Yeah.
That shit was fire, you know?
Man, that's crazy, dude.
So I think it's like our favorite hood movies. That's the ones I can think of, really.
Yeah.
All right.
What's I was gonna say what's your favorite movie, but I don't know if that's too like hard to answer.
The favorite one out of all those?
No, like your favorite movie in general, but like that's kind of hard, I guess, to answer.
Oh yeah, well I have a favorite movie. It's Halloween. I think I've said it before.
That's your favorite movie?
Yeah, it's been my favorite movie since I've been a kid. But it's always like I have like a top 5 type of shit, but like I know my top 3 off top, and it's like fucking Halloween, Interstellar, and then Seven. I don't know if you've ever seen those two.
Seven is that? I've seen Interstellar, but I've never seen.
Seven is like Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt, Kevin Spacey, and shit.
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
He's like a serial killer and shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say it was your top 5 movies, but like I don't watch that many movies.
Oh yeah,
I watched like. I was gonna say my favorite movie that I answered for like the past like 8 years was the movie 21.
21.
It's a card game.
Oh, when they're counting cards and shit.
Cards. That's like my favorite movie.
That's Kevin Spacey too, no?
Yeah, Kevin Spacey's in there. Yeah. But that was like my favorite movie for like 8 years in a row. And then my brother put me on the Oceans movies. Yeah. And Casino, and then like Casino might be like top 3 for me.
Yeah, I love Casino.
I don't know what it is, but every movie I like has to do with a casino. I don't know what it is, but like I don't even gamble either. I just like those movies. I like the whole like in 21. I'm not gonna ruin it. Never mind. But yeah, they're like mindfuck movies, but like or not mindfuck movies really. They're like sneaky, deceptive movies, and like I don't know.
Yeah, I always liked horror and like gore and documentaries.
Like
Inception. Yeah. Inception's cool too.
I like those type of movies that like kind of fuck with your brain and shit.
Yeah, that's why I fucked with Interstellar.
Dream and all that shit.
Yeah, Interstellar, bro, that's that shit.
Interstellar's crazy too. Yeah, when like because they were talking about like there's like the thing of like each little tick that went off was like 10 years or something.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Every like 10 seconds they spend on the planet and shit. That shit was crazy. Yeah, I like that movie a lot. Halloween, Seven, Interstellar, like probably my top 3. You got tags. How many times did it take you to make your tag, and how many tags do you have?
Dude, I had. So for me, I always this goes hand in hand with my name and with like my producer name being Trunks and my tag, because at first my name wasn't Trunks. At first my name was like. It was some weak ass name. I was trying to name myself like Mage, because I was trying to put the letters of the initials of like everyone's name in my family. And like make that into a name, and I thought it was gonna be like kind of cool, like different. Yeah. Like I was gonna use all my family members' name, like my brother, my 2 sisters, and my mom and dad, and use all our like initial as a name. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was cool, but then I was like, no, it's kind of Mage sounds like I'm like a fucking League of Legends player or something. And I was like, nah, that's gonna be whack. And then everyone used to call me Trunks at school, but I was like, that's like a Dragon Ball Z character. Do I really want to be that? And I was like, I don't know. So I was like, fuck, I'll just put Trunks. And then I ended up being Trunks. And then I took a clip. My tag is from a clip. It's Gohan saying, he's saying, goodbye, Trunks, you're the greatest, when he's leaving, right? Because he's from the future. He's going back. And then, so then that part, I just cut out goodbye. And then now he just says, Trunks, you're the greatest. See? Damn. That's my tag came about.
Are you really into anime and shit?
In high school, I was like super like dedicated. I watched the whole season of Dragon Ball and then Dragon Ball Z, all while I was in high school. Yeah, and then I watched like Tokyo Ghoul and One Punch Man and Attack on Titan, and like that was like my shit. But I'm not like, I don't want to say I'm a anime guy because I really watched 4 of them and that's it. I can't really consider myself an anime guy.
Oh, okay.
I don't really consider myself like TV person either, or movies. Like I don't really watch any of that. I'm a beathead. I just fuck with beats and shit like that. I'd rather watch like rhythm roulette and behind the beats rather than that, you know. Just
music shit.
Yeah, like productive.
Got you.
To my lane.
I guess we should answer that shit too, or next time and shit is like our favorite music movies. We're talking about like Hustle and Flow and shit like that, like just our favorite. I can't think
what else. So like Beady Beady Bamba or something.
Like Selena, fucking like, all the documentaries, Selena, fucking I'm trying to think what else. You ever seen Eddie and the Cruisers?
Mm-mm.
Damn, that's a fire ass one too. La Bamba, that shit's fire. Yeah, all those little fucking
Hustle and Flow is number 1 though.
Oh, Hustle and Flow is fucking fire. I fuck with that's
There's no other movie like it.
Nah.
Well, you know what other? No, you know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna recommend to people out there.
What?
Everyone probably knows about this, but on Hulu, it's Wu-Tang. They made like a
TV little series and shit. Yeah. Joey Badass is in there.
It's really dope. He was in it, but he's not. They replaced him on the next season after that.
Damn, what the fuck?
He didn't want to be on it, or he was in it, or something like that happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he wasn't in it. Yeah.
Oh, well, getting back to tags, I've only had one tag, and I've only updated it one time, and it was like when I started using the chirp like really religiously and shit, and it was like I just added it to my tag. I was like, well, I use the sound, because like a lot of people just use like sounds they're like familiar with, and they're trying to like make a sound, and like I'm not the first person to ever use it and shit, but I just used it a lot, and I used it differently and shit, so I just added it to my tag and shit.
Smart,
yeah, so I just added it to it, but I've only had one tag, and that's the only tag I ever use and shit.
I use it I have the tag and I use it as my perk now.
Yeah, I have another one too that Idea did for me that's kind of like sauce like his, where it slows down at the end, but sometimes I use that one, but I hardly ever use. I just use the one.
I kind of want to have a multiple. I know Mike got like 3.
Yeah.
And but we were setting off camera, like we're waiting till like someone that like a big artist says it, so we can use that as like a thing.
Yeah. Like
Julian, hand me another lighter.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That'd be sick.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, give me the stem for that shit. You know what I mean? Like whatever.
Good job, Dame.
Yeah, cause like that DJ Mustard one that YG says that shit. It's shit's so fucking iconic and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Mustard on that bait out. You know? Okay. All right. You got any favorite board games, bro?
Yeah, favorite board games. I mean, there's classics, right? I'm gonna name some off. I'm not gonna. And then I'm gonna just name some off that I can think of right now.
Yeah.
There's obviously like the classics: Monopoly, Life. What's it called? Chutes and Ladders.
Yeah, Chutes and Ladders. Yeah.
Chess, checkers. There's like that. I'm not gonna say like Connect 4 or Jenga because that's not really a board game. That's like a family game. But board game with like, as in you need a board to play. That's why I think. That's why I classify it, right?
Yeah.
And then so like stuff like that.
Yeah, as far as board, I'm trying to.
Damn, it's kind of hard. Now that I think about it, I don't really know who's like my favorite one.
Yeah, I fuck with Monopoly. You ever played categories and shit?
Categories?
Yeah, I fuck with that.
That's
not
really a board game though.
Oh yeah, there's no like board.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or should we just name like just say like family games?
Well, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, you just family games.
Just say family games, because if you want to get too technical, board it's not really a board game, but I fuck with categories. That's cool.
Yeah, we grew up playing Monopoly, Toma Todo, fucking Loteria.
Yeah, Toma Todo might be up there.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite shit. Yeah, my grandma used to bust out like the little fucking big ass jar with the change and shit.
Or the beans. You put the beans on the Loteria.
Hell yeah, bro, that shit's fire. Yeah, I always liked that shit too. And then my aunt, like a lot of people, when you go to like different people's houses and shit, they would always play it differently and shit. Yeah, that shit was always
different rules and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I've seen like Loteria played like 16 different ways.
Yeah,
and shit.
There is a bunch of ways. Yeah, like you literally play across. You play the whole fill of the board, or you can have to fill up like you have to get like different characters or something like that. Yeah.
Have you ever seen like the people put like the 3 cups and you just keep feeding into it over and over and over? You ever seen that shit? No. So like my aunt, she has like it'd be like 3 cups. It'd be like a line, an X, and like a blackout or something. And like first person to win, like you would win that cup and it would just keep going. And like, you know what I mean? And you could cash out. Yeah, it was always, everybody always plays it differently and shit. So it was always sick to just go like.
Now to the crib.
Yeah. And then like. Yeah, same thing with like Monopoly and shit too. People always played that shit differently. Like you would go to different people's houses and shit. It's like, how are you guys playing this shit? This shit, you know, like, and like at our house and shit, like you had to go around the board first before you start like getting property. But like some people would be like,
you on the first go.
Yeah, first
but realistically, you're supposed to do on the first go. You can buy houses on the first go.
Exactly. Yeah. And then like ours too, you could take a loan out from the bank.
Nah, see that fuck shit. You were getting interest and shit.
Yeah. That shit was crazy. Yeah.
Fuck that.
But yeah,
just play by the rules, man.
Play to win on the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Adjusting prices. Where'd you start off and when did you adjust and like how did you adjust and shit?
Yeah, when I first started making beats, what I did was when I first started uploading them, I should say, when I first started uploading them, I was kind of like, the crazy thing, I started off on Track Train. I don't know if people know that. It's a website where you sell beats. I started off on Track Train at first. Cause my homie, the one who put me on really to selling beats and making beats was my boy Chucho from high school. Like I knew him from elementary school, and then he ended up he was making beats, and that's how. Anyways, he put me on to making beats.
Yeah.
And he's selling his shit on Track Train. And I was like, I'll sell my shit on Track Train, and then I was like, damn, I was gonna upload my first beat, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, I can't put the same price as him. He's way better than me. I can't do that.
Gotcha.
Like no one's gonna buy my beat if they hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was one of those things. So I was like, nah. He was selling his beats and his leases for like $40. I was like, I can't do that. I'm gonna sell it for like $15.
Yep.
So my first MP3 lease was $15.
Yeah.
And then my wave was $30. That's how I did it.
Yeah.
And at first, the very first time, right? And then I started off like. I just kept it like that, whatever, right? Basically, I just started uploading. I was never selling beats. I was were just trash beats. And then one time, that's not even that's a different question, right? We'll answer that later. But so like that was my first price was $15.
Yeah.
For a MP3 and then $30 for a wave. So that was my first price.
Yeah, I think I started off as $20 and shit like that, and I would sell like my MP3s for like $20. And then like I started collabing a lot and stuff, and then like it wasn't an issue and shit, but like I was like, oh okay, well like this person sell, you know, the way they would sell it was like one blanketed price. It didn't matter if it was a collab. You were always on BeatStars? Yeah, always on. I didn't even before that. It was just like emails and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I would handle it myself and like kind of like built up like my whole kind of like customer base and have all these emails and stuff. But sooner or later it just became like overwhelming and shit. And like I just couldn't do it anymore. And I was like, all right, well. I'm gonna make this website, get on BeatStars, make sure everything's like legit, just so I can upload. And Mike is the one who would put me on game and shit, and I just did it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is the way to go. But when I started out, all my beats were $20, MP3s and shit, and then like his were always $35, whether it was a lab or not. And then so all of our labs, I would put $35, and all my shit, I would put $20. And then I kind of got sick of it too, and I was like, all right, everything is the exact same price. Like fuck that, you know what I'm saying? But like sometimes like I do labs where it'd be like 4 of us and we're talking about, you know what I mean, like it might be like there's
like when you guys were in that LA trip 2 years ago.
Yeah, so like there's like ones where it's like JP Bangs on it, like DJ Idea, Julian and shit, and just like some of these fools have like gold records and shit. You know what I mean? How can you price that shit at like $40 type of shit? Yeah, and it's just like, nah, this is what it is, and if you want to use it, this is what it is to use it.
Like $100, at least.
Yeah, but over time, like I've only gone up, like I've always tried to be affordable type of shit, just so anybody can get it type of shit. So like it literally went from $20 MP3 to $40. You know what I'm saying? Which is doubled, but I mean with inflation and everything,
Now mine's just 40, 60, 200, and
40, 60, 200, 250. I do the unlimited and shit too.
Yeah, I don't even do the other one. I just do straight unlimited.
Yep. So as far as the prices.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how I started. Yeah, for me too.
First placement? What was your first placement?
My first placement was with this young man right here, with the Force right here.
With Les and
with Ellie Dalla
and polyester and shit. First place.
That was my first one ever, and then after that was, technically it was the one with C5. Some of my guys C5 from Oakland. Yeah.
I like that beat a lot. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's just cold.
Groovy ass funky beat.
Yeah, that's just
cold. And then that was like he got that album at the New York in the
Times Square.
Times Square.
Yep.
And I was like, wow, this is fucking sick. I know, shout out my guy Foley, he's also on that. I know Othello's also on that. But yeah, shout out them. But yeah, that was my first like recognizable like placement. Like, damn, what the hell? It's on Times Square. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, that was tight. And then and then it got played at the Warriors game, like for warm ups and shit. Sheesh. And I was like, nah, that's sick. Like, I have that screen recorded. There's a video from the DJ D Sharp.
Gotcha.
My guy from the Bay too. He's the Warriors DJ, and he played it for us and at the game. That's and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like, I always have that video like as a moment for myself to like to look back on like in 10 years. Like, damn, like look at this. My song was played at the like saying like at the Warriors game. Like, that's sick.
That shit is sick shit.
But yeah, and then after that was probably like my first like big artists. Yeah, was I guess is like like Ellie Dollar with you and me and you Polly. On that Polyester. Yeah,
that first Polly, place. Go check that shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's the first song too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's cold and
first
shit.
Place,
yeah. My first shit was I think it was I'm pretty sure. Well, Joey Fats had reached out to me like a long time ago, and we had like a bunch of records. But I think the first one to come out was the Joey and Blast shit, and that was the first one that I had. Yeah. I remember it was like my birthday type of shit, and like he had hit me up, and like that was the first time like a blue check person had ever hit me up and shit. And I remember just being like, whoa, what the fuck, you know what I mean? And like I had known bro from like before and like his music and shit, so it was kind of like a weird moment. I was like, whoa, this shit is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? But it was so long time ago. Like it was like fucking 4 years ago, something like that. 4 or 5 years ago or something. But yeah, it's been a long ass time.
It's a banger till this day.
Yeah, I think that's the first one.
It still holds up. Yeah.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that shit too. Yeah, I remember like I've told the story like I don't know how many times. I remember the first time like hearing that full blast, and I was like, oh yeah, this dude is like about to go crazy.
Yeah, that was blast before blast. Like,
exactly. Yeah, and like I just knew it as soon as I heard it. I was like, whoa, this is nuts, and I couldn't believe it type of shit. I remember getting that record at like 12 in the morning, and I was like, whoa, like what is this shit?
That shit was tight.
Yeah, that was my first shit too. Yeah.
Have you tried hitting up Blast recently or no?
No. That I hit him up like when the shit was popping off, but he was already in motion type of shit, and like, you know what I mean? Like I think
straight out of in high school he was already like he was. I remember watching a podcast of him.
Yeah. He was already going type of shit.
I think he was already like signed.
Yeah.
But not signed, if that makes sense. Like to like a little homie label and shit.
Yeah. So
and that was like in high school and shit.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
I wish I was making like, I don't want to say I wish I was, because like that's like what do you call it? Like, I don't want like regret or something, but like if I was making like West Coast beats right when I was 16, when I first started making beats, I feel like it would have been way more organic for me to like, because at that time I was trying to make like trap shit and stuff like that. And, like, the Suicide Boys shit. I was still making like dark funk shit and stuff like that. That's the shit I liked at the time. So I mean, I was making what I wanted to make, right? So I mean, I guess I can't really. But hindsight, looking back, you know, if I, you know,
if you could do it again, and shit. Yeah. No, I feel that shit too. Same thing too. Like, I wish I would have just like, you know, what I mean, maybe I should have pressed people more and shit. But I never wanted to bug anybody. You know, I used to be like always, all the time, like every time I had a beat, would like at the artist and stuff. But like, you know, they just like kind of like ignored me for a long ass time, and it's like I always feel like I'm just bugging at this point, so I don't really do it now. So now I always ask people like, hey, who do you hear on this, and let them tag it type of shit. Like, I'm not gonna be the first one who does it, you know what I'm saying? Just because I feel like I'd be bugging motherfuckers. I'm like, nah, it's cool and shit.
I remember my first time ever I tagged Larry like 2 years ago, and this is why till this day I still tag them, because it might happen one day. And I'll never forget it. I was playing Warzone when it was COVID. And I remember I was playing with my boys, and this is like 1 a.m. And I had posted a beat, and I tagged Larry in it. And then he's like, yo, this is hard. And I literally was like freaking out. I was like, I was playing Warzone. I literally just put the controller down. And I was like, I was like, this is it right here. This is where, like, bro, and I was like tripping out, bro. Like, he literally just sent that, and I was like, this is it. I'm about to be on the next album. I was thinking, you know, like, you're thinking so highly, you start freaking out. My first time ever, right? Like getting hit
suffering
from him.
Success, you know.
Like,
I love that
from like a real person I really, really fuck with. And like, was like, damn, like this is like a big thing for me, right? And like I was playing Warzone, I put my controller down, I was like freaking out. I told my boys like, bro, you guys won't even fucking believe who just hit me back. And then they were like, what? And then, you know, like, when I told them, and then I hit up Larry, like instantly I responded like 2 minutes later. And I was like, bro, like I was like, do you got like an email I can send you or whatever? Like send this to you, your phone number. And then he never responded. But Larry, I know you listening, fool. So it's gonna happen one day. Don't even worry about it. And I'll still forever rock you, dog. Lakai right here. Good job, Lakai.
It's only a matter of time, bro.
Yeah, it'll happen one day.
Shit. Yeah, just like different strategies.
Hey, I didn't think I was ever gonna get. Well, I don't want to say I didn't think I was ever gonna get, but with that shit with G Perico, I mean, I ended up doing like a full project with him, like.
Why?
Like EP at least, but yeah.
Yeah, not even to stop you. I guess this is like a good point and shit. Just like another question like this is like, how'd you feel when you sold your first beat and shit?
Dude, I cried when I sold my first beat. I ain't gonna lie.
Did you?
I teared up, bro. It took me, bro. I think I was like, this was like a year and a half into me uploading every single day.
Yeah.
I was uploading every single day. I had work, school, a girlfriend at the time, and still making beats. Like, bro, that is very hard to do all that shit.
Yeah,
I was uploading every single day.
Yeah,
every single day.
It's a commitment.
It's
bro.
a huge commitment, bro. Like, and I uploaded it every single day for a year and a half at this point. And I waking up and I sold a beat for $15 on Track Train.
Yeah.
I know this is the thing that was crazy is that I was uploading on BeatStars at this time, but for some reason my first sale came through Track Train of an old boom bap beat I uploaded.
Oh, okay.
And it's called Flowers on my Track Train, and I was like, damn, it's like a Joey Badass beat.
Yeah.
And I remember selling. I was like, Jesus, like I was freaking out. I remember I got his email. I sent him an email. I was like, bro, like you don't understand. This is my first time I ever sold a beat. I really appreciate you. Like this is like insane to me. Like, bro, if you ever like, you know, like I'm just glad that you really fucked with it enough to fucking buy it. Even though it's $15, like I appreciate it. Like I was just like, I was just thanking him. Like I was just so happy that someone was like bought my beat.
Hell yeah.
And then that was it. That was the first one I sold. And I remember my sister bought the same beat. And then, and you know, she just bought it. And I was like, oh, all right, sick. I got a little $15 from my sister. And then I was like, yeah, this is sick. She was just supporting, you know, but it wasn't really a real sale, but that was like my, you know, another little $15 I got. And then, and then I started the Larry June shit. And the Larry June shit's what transpired it to be like more consistent and shit. So,
yeah, I think I've talked about this on this podcast before, but like, somebody had bought my beat, and you know, I've been doing music for a long ass time and shit, and like I had different mindset and stuff, and I had quit, and then I had kind of like came back and shit, but somebody had reached out to me and like was like, you know, I was just posting stuff on Instagram, and I don't think it was on YouTube. I didn't post anything on YouTube until I got into like FL20 and shit when it came out for Mac, like I've told before, but. Yeah, they had seen it on Instagram, like, oh, how much for this? And I was like, whoa, like $20. And I remember just like, oh, like, how can I pay you? And I think it was like Venmo or like Zelle or some shit. I remember getting the money and then sending them the beat and shit. And like, we're still friends to this day type of shit. Like, it's still shout out my dog Luke and shit. And we still, like, he was one of the first ones who ever bought a beat from me. But I remember starting that BeatStars and then like having that day where you made like $100 and like I just couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? It's like, and it was all like $20 leases and shit. So like that day I sold 5 beats. I was like, what? Seeing
that notifications like
same thing with like the exclusive and shit too. Like when I started my first exclusive and like I think it was like $250 or some shit. Like I just couldn't believe it. I was just like, whoa, like $250 off of like
crazy.
That's crazy.
Like you could have bought a Hunger Force exclusive for $250 like how long ago? Like 3 years ago?
3 or 4 years ago. Yeah. I mean, that's probably like the biggest markup that I think I've done besides like MP3s is like exclusive.
My
and the way I always approached it too is like once I sold an exclusive, it always went up to $100 every single time. So if I started at $250 and like right now it's where it's at right now, it's like it's because it's increased $100 every single time. Like, well, if I sold one, I could sell another. If I sell another, I could keep going and shit. It just keeps going.
Well, if you want a 100 for exclusive, it's gonna be $50,000. So
50.
That's what's up right now. So
I don't sell.
Hey, fool, come shop with me. It's $100 still. Come shop with me. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gone up yet. Nah, but you know what's crazy? The first exclusive I ever sold was in Vegas. I was in Vegas.
Yeah.
And the craziest, like that was a good ass day, man. I made like $600 that day.
Damn.
I remember I won like a slot machine.
Yeah.
I won like $300.
Sheesh.
Realistically, I won for like 30.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, I won literally in 3 minutes. And I was like, I'm not gonna fucking stop playing. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play a little bit at least. So I was playing. I was losing. I went down to like 300. I was like, all right, I'm back. I'm out. And then but I only played with $20.
That's still.
And I came out with fucking 400,
including the exclusive.
And then I went home the next morning, or we went to the hotel. And the next morning when we're packing up to leave, I got my phone notification. And the crazy thing is, I was like, I never saw an exclusive, right? So I didn't really know what it looked like.
Yeah.
And then I saw my phone notification, and I saw like
a couple more zeros.
I saw 40.00, and I was like, oh, I sold a lease for $40. I was like, this is a good ass day. So I won last night. Wake up to $40. I was like, this is sick. And then like literally like 10 minutes later, I you know how you like unlock your phone or like you like check, you hit the lock screen and you get to see the notifications.
Yeah.
And then I seen, because you know how, for me I have like the PayPal notification on, I have the BStars notification on, so I have both of those. And then I seen the receipt for the PayPal, and I saw that, and you know how it sends you the receipt.
Yeah.
And like that you got received in money.
Yeah.
And then I seen right there it said 400.00.
Yeah. And
I was like, oh my god, 400. Because I don't have at the time I didn't have the exclusive. I usually have it off.
Oh,
I have
okay.
it for making an offer.
Yeah.
And then I guess for that beat, for some reason I had it for $400.
Yeah.
And he just bought it. I was like, oh my god, 400. I was flipping out because I was in my head. I was like, damn, I could have made like 700, 800.
Yeah.
You always think about it like, fuck, I could have made more off that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, it was so dope that day. That was like a good ass like 24 hours right there.
Damn.
Not even 12 hours or some shit. Because I remember it was like we got back from the casino like 2, 3 a.m. I woke up like at 9.
Damn, you really like casinos, huh?
It is weird how like
yeah, it's odd.
But like, I don't like crave going to the casino or like I'm not itching to go to the gamble or anything.
Got you. That's understandable too.
Yeah, but yeah, like just for some reason I just have a good time at a casino. I guess that was tight. You know, like my favorite movies have to do with casinos, and then my best sale day ever was the casino because I made money out the casino and I made money from the sale. But I remember that. I remember seeing 40 and I was like, damn, I made $40 today. That's good. And then later, literally like seeing 400, and I was like, oh shit.
That's crazy, bro.
That was a good ass time though.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Then camera might have cut.
All right, if it didn't cut and shit, it's been 2 peas on a pod,
2 peas on a pod.